So Twitch versus Mixer versus YouTube versus DLive, which platform you should stream on right now? Coming up. So hello there, my name is Nyxson. I'm full-time online entrepreneur, online instructor, and a streamer. And in this video, I'm going to talking about which platforms you should stream right now as a beginner streamer, probably, or maybe even an advanced streamer, because it concerns literally everybody. So I decided to sit down and just talk about this, because this thing is very important stuff to know about, because people are not thinking of streaming as a long-term business opportunity. They are thinking of streaming as like, oh, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna play a bit, and people are gonna love me, people are gonna subscribe to me, people are gonna donate to me, and I'm gonna become rich. Well, it's not like that. It happens sometimes to the people, but it's not like that. So let me just talk about this. So at the moment, there are few platforms that you can become a streamer on, and today, year 2020, is probably the best time to become a streamer, because it is a booming industry that is growing more and more every year, and more players are coming to the streaming game. And because of the competition, the streaming is becoming far more viable career option than it ever was in the past. So at the moment, we have a few big players in the game, and probably the biggest one is Twitch. Twitch is by far the largest one of them all, with having the largest market share. The next is YouTube, with the YouTube Live, of course, and the next two coming around tie with each other is Facebook Live and Mixer. So let's talk about these four options and decide whether the one or the other is the best option for you. So let's start with the Twitch. Twitch is probably the go-to option to become a streamer on, because people usually associate streaming with the Twitch, because Twitch was a pioneer in this game. It was not the first one. I think it was not the first one, but it was the biggest one. It still is the biggest one of them all. Having a few million maybe a little more than a million, if I'm not wrong, a little more than a million active viewer all the time on the streams and on the platform, and having by far the largest amount of streamers in the industry. So Twitch is probably the biggest and the first option that you should choose to be a streamer on, but not so fast, because people do not think of it as a thing that it's now. People are thinking about Twitch as it was in the past. Unfortunately, things have changed quite a lot, and becoming a streamer on Twitch has become far harder than it ever was in the past. You see, what is the problem is that the Twitch is increasing in size viewer-wise. It's still the biggest one, and there are more and more active viewers coming to this Twitch every single day, but the number of streamers on Twitch is increasing far faster than the number of viewers, meaning that on average there are less and less viewers per streamer on the platform, meaning that it is becoming a bit harder to gain the viewers' attention for the streamers, because there are far bigger competition, and you need to be far more higher quality to be competitive on the Twitch. But the really hard thing on Twitch is that it's not even that simple. It's even if you are far better than anyone else, like having far higher quality of the stream than anyone else, streaming the better games than anyone else, being far more entertaining than anyone else, being overall better stream than everyone else, it still doesn't mean that you are going to become big on Twitch, because Twitch, by far, from all these four platforms, has the worst discoverability features in the industry. Because I will not say it's the worst, it's practically non-existent discoverability features, because it's practically impossible for you to be discovered on Twitch. Practically impossible. It doesn't matter you're streaming once a week for 2 or 3 hours, or streaming every single day for 12 hours. It doesn't matter. From the very beginning, it's practically impossible for you to be discovered on Twitch, because Twitch layout of the streams is very weird. It favors far more the viewer than favors a streamer, because it shows only the best and the biggest streamers on the top, and the smaller streamers that may have a higher quality but may not have enough viewers are just buried under this huge amounts of streams on the very bottom, and it's very hard to go step by step to the top. It's practically impossible to do, and people are running out of patience far quicker than can ever make anything on the Twitch. So overall, in my opinion, for anyone beginner who wants to make a Twitch a career, thinking of Twitch as a long-term viable career choice, Twitch is not the best option to begin on unless you have some other discoverability features available for you, like you have a YouTube channel, like you have an Instagram following, like have a Twitter following. Like if you are big on any other platforms, or if you have anyone that follows you or any other platforms, like maybe on Discord, maybe on any other platform, doesn't matter, with a far better discoverability features, if you can get those people to your Twitch stream, then you can grow. But on the Twitch itself, you'll probably not grow. So for that reason, I think the Twitch is not the good option for the beginner streamers, unless you have, again, a following on the other platforms. Okay, next to talk about is, I will skip YouTube because I think we're talking about YouTube is important near the end. I'm gonna go to the Mixer right now, because people are thinking of Mixer as the next big thing, and they're jumping on Mixer right now as quick as possible. They're kind of right, but they're kind of wrong as well, because Mixer is 10 to 15 times smaller than Twitch. It's far smaller, at least in a number of viewers. It's far smaller. There are far less active viewers on Mixer than there is on Twitch or even on YouTube. And people are thinking that, the Mixer will become next big thing, and I'm gonna jump there right now, like the people jumped in the past on Twitch bandwagon or Justin TV, the thing that it was before the Twitch. But they're wrong there as well, because Mixer is way too small compared to Twitch. The number of viewers are way less than Twitch and way less than the YouTube. And maybe in the future, if the Mixer will grow to the larger sizes, maybe it will become more viable option. But for now, Mixer is way too small to consider itself as a viable career option. The discoverability feature on Mixer is not as great as well. It's better than Twitch, somehow better than the Twitch, but it's not as good as well. But the thing that you need to consider as well about all the platforms here is what other companies they are working with, or there are other companies they're working on. Twitch is working with Amazon. Twitch is Amazon's company, and ability to connect Twitch Prime with an Amazon Prime is a very big thing for the streamers and the viewers, because viewers can subscribe to their most loved creators with their Twitch Prime subscription, and streamers are getting more money. But it's just better option for the viewers, not as much for the small streamers to be discovered. It's better option for the big streamers that already are making it, and people are getting more money because of Twitch Prime subscriptions. But on Mixer, you have something like integration with Microsoft platforms, like with Xbox or Windows. For now, I don't see a lot of good integrations with the Windows platform, which is a huge missed opportunity, because you have practically more than half, not more than half, I think it's 70 or 80%, or maybe even higher than that, Windows machine shares in the world. And they do not have pretty good integration with the Mixer, but in the future, I think they are gonna do that. At least with the new Xbox Series X. Is it the name of the new platform? It might be the better integration there. Plus, with an Xbox platforms, it has more or less big of an integration, but it's still not enough to make to become bigger, because people are not that, how can I say, it's not about the discoverability features again. It's not growing as fast as it should be, despite this platform having connections with an Xbox and Windows. In the future, it might change if the Microsoft will double down on the Mixer, and I think they are doing this by acquisition of the biggest Twitch streamers like the Ninja and Shroud. You still should be very about the Mixer's growth in the future. Now let's talk about Facebook, and it's kind of similar story with the YouTube as well. Facebook is kind of like a newcomer to the live streaming game. Let me rephrase that. They're not newcomer to the live streaming itself, because Facebook Live have been around for pretty long, but in the past it was like a very, how can I say, non-gamer thing, like a Periscope, because you could just take your phone and just press go live and just show where you are, and just it was kind of like an IRL live streaming platform. But in the past few years, it's becoming far more viable option for the gamers as well. And why it is very important to be on Facebook, and for that matter on the YouTube as well. I'm just gonna talk about more in depth about the YouTube as well, but now let's talk about Facebook. Facebook has billions of active users every single year. Billions. Practically everyone and their grandmother had a Facebook. That means that people are very active on Facebook. There are a lot of people on Facebook that could join to your stream. And if Facebook will work hard enough on discovering the gamers, Facebook probably knows that you are a gamer or not because of your activities there, or like in pages, like in commenting, etc. They know that you're active there, and they can put you in the live streams because of that. Meaning that they can recommend the live streams to you. By the way, when I'm getting to Facebook, I'm not very active on Facebook, but still, for the business purposes, I'm there. Facebook is recommending live streams to myself. I'm not active there. I'm not watching Facebook live streams, but in some countries, Facebook live streams are very big thing. Like having like with thousands and maybe even tens of thousands of viewers active all the time. And in the future, I think Facebook Live will become quite a big thing. And in many countries, Facebook is still very active among the young users, even though in the first world countries like US and Europe, it's dying down a bit, and like Facebook audience is a bit more mature, a bit more older. But in many countries, Facebook Live is a very viable option that you should consider, depending on how active you are on Facebook. Do you have a lot of friends on Facebook? Do you have pages? Do you have following on Facebook, etc. Do you upload videos? Because Facebook Watch is becoming a big thing as well. Facebook Watch is direct competitor to the YouTube. Plus integrations with an Instagram and IGTV is a very big thing as well. So I would suggest that Facebook, even though it's weird, is pretty viable option for the beginner streamers to consider. Now we're getting back to the bigger player, and it's YouTube. And why, in my opinion, YouTube is, for you as a beginner streamer, the best option to start your streaming career. YouTube is very big as a video platform and has incredible discoverability features. So it's you have a good content, it's very easy to be discovered on YouTube. Despite what people are saying about algorithms and the algorithm is blocking me, algorithm is not allowing me to grow. Despite what people are talking about and telling this, it is pretty easy to be discovered on YouTube if you have a good content. Not if you have a subjectively good content, meaning that not if you think you have a good content, but if you have an objectively good content, meaning that viewer will highly likely will like your content, you will get discovered. And because of that, the live content is pushed even further. Meaning that if you have a YouTube video, if you're creating YouTube videos, if you're creating content, on-demand content, which people can watch whenever they want, whenever they can, you have a lot of on-demand content available, people will be attracted to your channel 24/7. There is no like downtime for your channel. 24/7 people are going to be attracted to your content. They can get to your videos 24/7 every day of the week, no matter the time zone and no matter where they are. The moment you press go live, all these viewers who like your content, on-demand content, if they have your notifications on, if they are subscribed to you, and if they're on the platform, they will get a notification of you going live. And boom, right away, you have some viewers. Unlike Twitch and Nyxson, where you can stream for 0 viewers for months and not get discovered at all. You can stream for months there like that. But on YouTube, there's far less chance to not get discovered. Like, as an example, back in 2017, when I had a YouTube channel with, I don't know, I think it was even this channel that I'm talking right now. I didn't have any videos, like just a few videos, like less than 10 subscribers, etc., etc. When I pressed go live on YouTube, I suddenly got a few viewers, like 2 or 3 viewers all the time, with the channel less than 10 subscribers. 2 or 3 viewers all the time, because it was pushed to my subscribers, and people that wanted to watch this content, they got to this content because YouTube knows what people likes and they push this content to them. Weird enough, going big on YouTube is pretty simple. Even my biggest channels or biggest streaming success back in just a few years ago was on YouTube, where I was able to get to a few hundred viewers with less than 1,000 subscribers, which is incredibly big feat to accomplish. So overall, in my opinion, YouTube will become pretty big in a streaming game, and pretty soon YouTube will start taking away, maybe it will not start taking away from Twitch, but YouTube will become the first streaming platform in the future that people will discover streaming and like as a viewers, and it will become more and more big until, I think, if Twitch will change nothing, I think in the future YouTube will overtake Twitch and defeat it as a big streaming platform. Plus, you should not forget that YouTube is controlled by Google. If they want to push the streaming, they will do that. They can do that. Amazon is a shopping platform. Google is an informational platform. And streaming is kind of like information plus with an entertainment. If they want to push it, they will push it, and they can bury Twitch under the rubble like very deep if they will push this hard enough. So in the future, I think maybe in 5 years, let me see if this prediction will come into fruition. YouTube will be the biggest streaming platform by far, streaming and video platform, and Twitch will go down. Not will go down, it will stop increasing in size, and Facebook and Nyxson will catch up with those with the Twitch. So Twitch, Facebook, and Nyxson will be around on the same level, and maybe Facebook even might overtake those two. Consider yourself which one will be the best for yourself. My opinion is that you should double down on YouTube, because you still, even if you're not streaming on YouTube and streaming on Twitch, you still should create content for YouTube. Create a YouTube videos in order to grow your streams. So this was it for today. It was very impromptu video. I want to talk about this. I just sat down and talked about this. So this was it for today. Like the video if you liked it. Tell me what you think, which is the best platform that you should stream on. And subscribe if you are new to this channel. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. See ya.